Hello, friends. Good evening and Jai Hind. Today,
Yeah.
I am extremely elated. You can see I'm in the car and I couldn't curtail my excitement when I got to know that our Fauji, well, I always knew this, a Fauji is making a film in which the Fauji has played a very, very important character as well. But a very nice, simple, emotional video made by none other than Sqn Leader Sheba Ghosh went viral, especially in all the Fauji groups, an appeal where she's made to her Fauji brethren to spread the word about her film that she's made called KAZI, in which my favorite actress, my cousin also, Sheba Shah, has also acted in, and several various wonderful actors. But let's speak to the Fauji brat and the Fauji about this film. Ma'am, Jai Hind, and thank you very much for sparing time, ma'am.
Jehan, so nice meeting you. And thank you for
Same
having
here.
me.
Thank you. So tell us a bit about your passion, the Aap to Fauj mein thi, and this whole thing about filmmaking and acting. Was it always in you before Fauj? Or kaise hua ye?
Yes. I've always wanted to, I've always been a storyteller. Books were my friends
Right.
even before I had real friends. Having lived in hostel and having studied in so many different schools in hostel as well, um, being bumped around the country, it was very difficult to make friends. So the best alternative was to have books as friends, and through them, I lived so many lives. And once I was confident enough, I started writing stories. Uh, there wasn't really a call to action until my son was born. He was born in 2019, and once I gave birth to my son, I realized that I can do anything. And so I started writing in a more disciplined manner. And so I wrote a novel first, and then three scripts. One of these scripts was shortlisted by Dharma, and so I just joked to my husband that why don't we make this film? We make a film. So he's like, yeah, why not? So the moment he said why not, I was like, huh, why not? So my husband's also serving in the Air Force. Is serving in the Air Force. I'm retired now. And so once he said why not, and I was at that crucial phase in my career where I had to decide whether to continue or to hang up my boots at that time. Decided then कि हाँ करते हैं. एक बार decide कर लिया करते हैं तो then the Fauji brain kicks in, your experience kicks in, and you break down each and every objective into little tasks so that you can achieve something rather than thinking of it as making a movie. It's like, okay, so we want to make a movie, what do we need to do? And once you know what you need to do, you follow that path and you stick to your aim. Sorry.
And which hostel? I mean, aapne, because I've been in a border all my life. And in fact,
Oh,
Hiba bhi hostel Rishi Valley mein padhi thi. So,
okay.
was it a boarding school? Which hostel were you talking about?
Uh, First hostel I studied in was Kotagiri Public School in Kotagiri, Nilgiris. And
Ore! Give me a high five. Give me a high five. Give me a high five. I'm from Lawrence School, Lovedale.
oh wow,
Our
loved
rival.
it. Rival, yes. And then after Stain School, Kunur. Staines Higher Secondary School,
Okay.
Kunur.
Are kya
So
baat.
that was between a few other schools in between.
Right.
Yes.
That's very nice. So tell me, normally it's very difficult to, if you are a director, to also act, be an actor in this film. Here you have played an
Yes.
important part in the film. And how did you manage the direction and the acting both?
Um, why I did it is because of money. Paisa kam tha. So I also got to indulge in one of the that hidden desires that you always have to be somebody on screen. The actuality of it is it's very very difficult to just switch on and switch off and to be in front and behind. So I probably wouldn't venture in the same way. I would have a at least a director's assistant, but I couldn't afford one at that time. So see, when you're at that place where you've decided what you want to do, you you kind of prepare yourself mentally. You don't sit back and think कि हाय मैं कैसे करूंगी कैसे होगा करना है तो करना है so that's it.
That's brilliant. Tell me one thing. Did you always, kahin na kahin, did you always feel that you could act even before joining the Air Force?
Oh
Or
yes, you asked my mom, she thinks I'm a drama queen. Uh,
that's
in
wonderful.
fact we're all actors, no, all the time, like everybody's always
Absolutely.
pretending to be a version, so you just
Absolutely.
pick the version the director wants.
You're
That's it.
right. As William Shakespeare also once said, all the world's a stage and all the men and women
So,
nearly yes. They have their
hmm.
exits and their entrances, and one man whose time plays many parts. At first, the infant mewling and puking in his arms, and then the whining schoolboy with a satchel and shining morning face. So he wrote about the seven stages, how the entire world, we all acted. Thanks, thanks. अरे director साहिबा ये बोल रही है भाई शुक्रिया I mean, that's like uh, so man, tell me, when is this film Kazi? Where is this film releasing, and on what platform, or what is the duration of this film?
Kazi is a Hindi feature film. It's a suspense thriller. It's about this mind reader who tries to control everything in everybody else's life. But at the end of the time, when you try to control everything, you tend to overstep and stumble over your own efforts. And the worst part that comes into his life, the worst thing that could happen to him was the entrance of a dream watcher. So he can read your minds and control your thoughts, but he can't control his own dreams. And it's this dream watcher that is going to destroy his life. And Kazi is set to release on 18th of December this month, this year, on a new OTT platform called Open Theatre. Open Theatre is a platform made with love by filmmakers for the love of cinema.
That is brilliant. And tell us, when did you go about casting for this film, and how did you finalize on the character you are casting कर रहे थे?
Uh, the casting was a long process because I didn't have the connections or for example your sister Hiba, I directly approached her on Instagram and she replied, I responded, I gave her the script, she really enjoyed it, and that's how it went along with the major actors like Mr. Sunil Thapa and Shishir Sharma. The rest all, it was a very long and tedious process, so through mostly through social media, through friends, through referrals. That was the process. No agency involved.
Right. Wow, that's amazing. And in fact, Shri Sharma ji, he is, I know him well. In fact, he's a very fine actor. You made the right choice, in fact, I would say. And
The
Thapa साहब को
gentleman.
आपने कहा जी. So आपने, did you know the actors from before? Had you seen their work on stage earlier? Had seen
No,
their, you seen their plays? Ah,
no. See, I have seen them on screen. I saw he. I wanted he was the first person I cast for my film, and I wanted her after I saw her on one of the horror short anthologies by this Karan Johar. So after I saw her face, I was like, she, that is Mrs. Jayaj. That is the woman I want to play my character. And as luck would have it, she agreed. She was, I mean, I had nothing to show for myself. No, nothing to, no body of work to show them that this is who I am and this is where I've worked. I just had a script and passion and determination ki karna hai.
this proves the fact that film बनाने के लिए you need passion, और एक फिल्म बनाना, बना के फिर उसको रिलीज करना बहुत बड़ी बात है। ये केवल एक, बहुत लोग बड़े बड़े माने फिल्म मेकर्स फिल्म बनाते हैं, but they are unable to release it. In fact, I have myself acted in a film with a very renowned national award winning filmmaker. It took us over 6 years to actually release that film ultimately. And ma'am, firstly, and thank you so much for sparing your time. And any last message you would like to convey? And on this note, but I would also say one thing, that हिबा के साथ मैंने एक फिल्म में काम किया है, where I share the thriller with you, where she is the protagonist and I am the antagonist. She is the positive lead. I would say I am the negative lead in that. And any last message you would like to? It's a film called Moji. वो तो खैर आपने
Mujhe.
आप देखेंगे जी. So, any last message you would like to give to our viewers, ma'am, before I let you go?
Whatever you set your mind to, remember that it's not going to be a straight climb. It's going to be the biggest roller coaster, especially when the stakes are high. The pitfalls are higher, and you are the only person who can drag yourself back up. Your family and everybody will be there for you. They will honestly be there for you, but the one who's talking to you in the darkest of your times is yourself. You have to give yourself that chance to see your thing through. And I really hope you all come and watch Kazi. It's emotion, it's madness on screen, it's love on screen, there's betrayal, there's loneliness, everything we feel as human beings. The subplots are very human. The subplots are you and I, what happens in our lives. So thank
Wow,
you.
it sounds so interesting. Sounds so interesting. And do you have any plans that after this new OTT platform, you plan to take it further and release it on other platforms as well?
Yes, yes. So I am distributing the film for myself. So I this is the first step. This is the TVOD model that we are following. We're going to see for a few months, approximately 3 months. Thereafter, we'll go on to different other channels as well, because it's non-exclusive at that point of time. And I'll also be exploring the language rights to have it dubbed in Bangla, Odia, Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, and I haven't reached out to the Western Front yet. So let's see what happens there, and overseas rights as well.
Right, ma'am. Thank you so much and wish you all the best. I wish Kazi all the best. It's going to be a roaring success. I can predict that. And it's up to the people, who the viewers who are watching us. Please spread the word about, because
Yes,
here बड़ी हिम्मत चाहिए भैया, बड़ी हिम्मत चाहिए. ये काम मैं तो फख्र से कहता हूँ एक फौजी ही कर सकता था. बिल्कुल. Thank you very much, ma'am. Take
thank you
care.
so much. Thank you for having me. See you.
Jai Hind,
Jai,
ma'am.
Jai Hind.